30,000 yen? That's 15,000 pesos a day! Oh my god. That's a creative way to show off your sprites. That's like $300 a day! Twink senses, tingling. This video was made possible by my patrons over at Patreon. If you want to hear about that, make sure to tune in at the end of the video. Remember, viewer discretion is advised. Hey guys, TheCaliMack here, hope you're doing well, and welcome to Hadaka Shitsuji, also known as Naked Butlers. I know what you're thinking. It is what? Have you heard of this before? Probably. Do you know what's in it? Yeah. Am I gonna learn about it? Just a little bit. We're gonna see what's gonna happen, and I hope we're not gonna choke on something. But it was already too late by the time the thought occurred to me. My tray tumbled to the ground along with all 5 of the glasses that are missing on it. Wow, that voice acting sold it. What? Is she gonna call him a klutz? Hello, this is our protagonist Tomoaki. Wow, you can tell this is a grandma. You expect somebody in the service industry to stay that longer than the full-timers? Crazy lady. It happened so fast, but I did manage to get the glasses to fall away from the table. No one even got wet, but I had the sneaking suspicion those old ladies were going to keep harping on it anyway. Yep. A bunch of elderly Karens. The worst ones of all. You know, sometimes people are just really mean without any reason. They just think they deserve the world, and you know what? They deserve a foot in the ass. Sorry, I look creepy there. They already ordered the damn thing in all the hours. Oh, they're even poor. Or broke. I don't know. But complaints, they had a steady stream of those. God damn. I collected my tray and tried to escape into the back. Oh, hello. Why are you making such newbie mistakes? The second I reached for a mop, my coworker, Sayaka Hanamura, deliberately walked over to berate me loud enough that everyone on the floor could hear. Guys, if you're wondering, of course BL games and stories can have women. The fuck is wrong with you? Of course women exist, what the fuck? Sorry, I'm still reeling from that one bara game. I don't know what kind of game it is, but they said, women, what's women? And I'm like, what do you do here? Empreg. You do the Empreg. Don't do Empreg. I said nothing. Sayaka and I go way back. She came in for an interview a week after I started working here. Even if we've been friends since we were kids, I do technically have seniority here. Getting yelled at like this really pisses me off. The only reason I dropped the tray in the first place was because a customer snatched a glass off it, throwing off my balance. Oh my god, that's even worse. No etiquette whatsoever. Some people just don't have etiquette in restaurants. Oh, sorry, I clicked out. The unfairness of the whole thing just made me even angrier. I was just about to take my misdirected anger out on Sayaka when... The spill's right next to their table. Oh, she wanted... Oh, she was covering for us. You're a bestie, Sayaka. You're a bestie. So I'll take care of the cleanup. It'll be annoying if it gets started complaining again. Sayaka said softly, smiled and grabbed the mop from me. Now I get it, she was covering for me. If I take a second to actually think about it, this isn't the first time she saved my ass like this, like it's no big deal. My bad. You know what? Yeah. Coworkers gotta stick together. Unless one of them's an asshole. Go take a break, yeah. Which reminds me, I did take a break from work, but I wound up kinda sickly. Which reminds me, I need to send a message. Give me a sec. Oh my god, my supervisor... My mutual supervisor just hit me up. Oh great. Well. I made my bed, I'm gonna lie in it. It'll be a serious pain if I have to clean up more messes, yeah. Look, that wasn't my fault this time. She couldn't resist tacking on some snark. Not an attractive quality, she'd be quite a catch if it weren't for that. Well, come on, it's just a little tease. Unless it's happened too much. I shot her a look of gratitude as I headed back to the break room, at which point I was pulled aside by the manager. Oh my god, manager, really? I've been off my game today. I don't know if unlucky days are a real thing, but today sure feels like one. Hold on, let me save. Oh, there's even quick saves. Ooh. Oh, there's a... I like how they went through the effort to have 2 lined up menus. I'm sorry. I'm scared. I fell out of bed, stubbed my toe on the dresser, ran out of toilet paper after taking a dump. Someone cut in front of me at the convenience store. My train was late. I've got no food, no money, no drill. Oh god. This sounds horrid. I feel his troubles. This is a millennial game, isn't it? I'm a millennial, it's starting to hit me. A restaurant's reputation lives or dies on small details. You know that. Omoteru? Ja. Omoteru. Sorry, I remember that one. Man, the break Sayaka went out of her way to get me and abruptly turned into a lecture. Oh my god, manager, shut the fuck up, please. He just wants to show off his theories about business to someone and isn't even pretending that this is about chastising me for my mistake. What a waste of time. At some point, while I was ignoring his business talk, the conversation turned into his troubles from when he was in school. This manager needs some friends. Any feelings of guilt I had over the breaking the cups had completely vanished. I was starting to get so annoyed that I couldn't even pretend I was listening. I just want to get out of here. Without even bothering to knock, I'm safe. When I looked at the clock, tens of minutes had passed already. Break my ass, I just feel more tired. Yeah. Don't you... It's crazy when the manager eats up your time. Like that. I'm glad I have good managers, you know? We just get back to work, even them. The dinner rush had started. My shop was almost completely full. There were a lot of customers who just ate and went straight home. So the turnover was unusually high. Seat them, take their order, serve the food, bring them back to check. The routine repeated over and over, and you can never stop smiling. You practically have to be a robot. Apart from my HP and MP taking a considerable hit, it was a normal night. That is until... Huh? I was preparing a parfait when I heard a woman scream. It sounded serious, so I rushed back to the floor. Oh no, he thinks it's a maid cafe. Okay, let me just say the customer's always right. It's a hunk of bullshit. Hunk of bullshit. Don't be that asshole. Especially this asshole. Holy crap. He looks like an asshole just from the get-go. Sleazy drunk. The old man's disgusting ranting and raving echoed through the restaurant, but every single person in the place just pretended not to notice. Typical. I was about to call the manager when he sneaked her arm around Sayaka's waist and pulled her into the booth with him. The old man groped her. Oh, great. Once he had her in a position where she couldn't escape. Alright, time to fight back. I grabbed the old man by the wrist and pried Sayaka away from him. I may not be strong, but the old man wasn't particularly spry. Plus, he was drunk. I'm being roughed, and what do you consider what you just did to Sayaka? I looked over at her and she was clutching her chest. The man stood up with such vigor it seemed like he was about to let a fist fly, so I grabbed his other hand and put a stop to that. You were really going to hit me, weren't you? Like I'm gonna let that happen.
Daddy, chill.
Customers king my ass.
神様ならそのようなことは言わないと思います。それにお客様とは当店で楽しく
You're no customer as far as I'm concerned. Oh, that went cold. That is cold.
あなたは客ではありません。
Exactly. I was seething with rage on the inside, but since the old man was doing a fine job of making an absolute fool of himself and he was weak enough that I could keep him in check myself, I had to keep it professional. I saw her running to the break room out the corner of my eye. She must be getting the manager and calling the police. I felt a sharp pain in my shin. He was drunk and didn't have any steady footing, but that fucker was wearing leather shoes, so it hurt plenty. He kneed me in the thigh, and then he stomped my toes and kicked my shins over and over. Why do I have to endure this shit?
どうしたほらビビってんのかこらなんだかんだ言
Oh,
っても
time to
客に
fucking fight. She rang out in her voice rang out of my head. My heart was pounding, but my mind was strangely calm and felt like my body was temperature suddenly dropped. With one curious exception, my outstretched fist was tingly and on fire.
前田君なんてことして。
違うんです私がこの人にから
Oh, really? The manager's gonna take this asshole side? I wouldn't be surprised. If that's the case, I'll just quit. He gave me my month's wages. Okay, that's a decent bit, but still, what a damn ass. Not exactly standard for a part-time position. I might not have been crazy about his fondness for long speeches, but I couldn't have thanked him enough for the generous treatment. I will say it is generous of him. Don't tell me he was like a sponsor or protection for the restaurant. If that's the case, fuck. That said, I couldn't just take it easy. My apartment, food, and electricity all cost money. It's not easy to save when you're living alone. I've been looking everywhere for another job, but I couldn't get past the interview stage. I was at my wit's end and just about to give up and resign myself to homeless and starving on the streets.
はい。はい。そうですか。わかりました。いえ。はい。失礼いたします。
I don't know. I'm a little bit whippy. You know, this really makes me think about some stuff. And it's a little troubling, you know?
またダメだった。
I understand. Like, I sometimes wish I could make more than I do right now. I can only imagine what it's like if you're living alone. I live with my brothers. We split the bills. Even though I sent my resume in for another opening, I could find it was all in vain. I guess I'm just that worthless. That must be it. I'm completely worthless. It wasn't just one bad day either. I've been sinking into a bog of despair ever since that day of the incident. My luck will probably never turn around again. At times like these, whatever I try to think about turns negative real quick. I considered moving back home, but I didn't want to cause any more trouble for my mom. She did raise me all alone, after all. Plus, there's no way I could bear to tell her that I lost my job getting in a fight. I was lying on the floor, staring up at the ceiling, surrounded by piles of X'd out classified ads, and my laptop with the report I'd barely even started open on it. It's nothing but negativity, no matter where I look. It's such a beautiful day outside, but there's a dark cloud hanging over my room and my room alone. I thought about shifting my gaze from the window back to the ceiling, then over to the door. There were a bunch of flyers crammed into my mail slot. I wasn't even sure how long they'd been there. I sluggishly got up and pulled the papers from the mail slot, thinking going through them might take my mind off things. I sure let this go for a long time, even by my standards. I read through each wrinkled sheet, figuring I had nothing better to do anyway. Then I came across a phrase that made me doubt my own eyes when I read it. Daily wage, 30,000 yen. 30,000 yen? That's 15,000 pesos a day! That's like $300 a day! Daily wage, $300. I secretly read the line over. Daily wage, $300. Is this for real? Gotta be a typo. An easy job anyone can do. You can even sit around all day if you want. Needed for 1 month. Open to persons of any sex, age, or academic background. Interested applicants may apply at the following address. That was all written on the flimsy piece of paper. There was no phone number or company name to be seen. Just what kind of job just involves sitting around all day? It's shady as hell. There's no way it could be an honest job, but if it isn't a typo...
日給3万円。1ヶ月で90万円。
Fuck, I'd be happy with that. I'm not really in any position to talk about the details. I may need to take a little risk to turn my luck around. It suddenly hit me that I had no idea when the leaflet had been sent out. I wonder if I still have a shot. I'm grasping at straws here, and the way things have been going, there may very well be bombs on the end of the road. But I'm so desperate. This shady job is awfully attractive right now. Alright, I'll just head on over and take a look. It isn't actually that far away. I grabbed my jacket and dashed out of the apartment. I was 3 stops from the city center on a private-owned line. The shopping area in the front of the station was bustling. Bussin'! It was bussin'! But just a short walk past it landed me in a quiet residential area. Stylish mansions surrounded the high walls and towered over the area. Felt like a high-end neighborhood. I took another look at the map on the flyer. Nope. I'm not mistaken. How can there be a company located here when there isn't even a single vending machine in sight? Wait, what if it's a Yakuza estate full of scary dudes and they make me do something horrible? I had to put the thought out of my mind. If I knew I kept thinking about it, I'd be terrified. If it was that sort of place, my only choice would be to hightail it out there anyway.
地図ではこの辺り
The sight before me made me shout,
なんじゃこりゃ
Holy shit! Nanja korea! I'm saving. Nanja korea! Sorry, no. I hadn't even been paying attention to how long I'd been walking past the same wall, but the break in it gave me the first glimpse of the house beyond. I'm not sure if it's even a house. This is what you call a movie? No, it's a mansion, dude. Such an unreal sight on a completely different level from the other houses. The roof set up alone to chalk white walls was a deep color, a mixture of the blue sky and the green of the trees. The house was decorated with small flourishes all over. It was less a house and a more giant sculpture. It definitely didn't look new, but it was the sheer elegance and force of the history behind it that completely enthralled me. But this is no time to be approaching any architecture.
ここで間
Is
違い
this
ない
it?
んだ
Yep,
よな
it is. As I stood there, dazed like a fool, I could see the mansion gate opening out of the corner of my eye. Shit. A man dressed in all black came out. I was totally right. I shouldn't have gotten my hopes up. Yakuza aren't supposed to live in such fancy houses. What the fuck, dude? Even if I tried to run, my legs wouldn't have cooperated. I panicked and shoved the flyer I'd been holding in my jacket pocket as the man in black walked briskly towards me. It was a passerby. I happened to lose my way.
いらしてくださったのですね。
Welcome. I timidly looked at the man in black as he called out to me in a voice much softer and more refined than I'd been
よ
expecting.
うこそお越しくださいました。
Is there a way to, like, hide the... Oh, it uses Renpy functions! Yeah! Hello, welcome. Thank you very much for coming. Who's Twinkie the Twinkle? He was dressed in black, but he had a bow tie on, too. He was in a black tie formal wear, like a bartender at a party. He definitely didn't look like a gangster. He exuded elegance and intelligence, and he was such an attractive young man, it even caught me off guard. He must have been the head of the household. No, he's not, bitch! Get a grip! Do you read stories? Do you read literature? This is the butler. For a second, I thought he must have been talking to someone standing behind me, but then I turned to check. No one was there. He really was staring right at
お
me.
待ちしておりました。ご主人様。
We have been forward to making acquaintance. How did you decide? I haven't even been interviewed yet. We haven't even met yet. What was that? It was too much for me to process. I just said exactly what I was
お
thinking.
待ちしておりました。ご主人様と申し上げ
He repeated in a calm voice, his expression not changing
求
one
人
bit.
広告
Must be here
お持ち
because
に
of
な
the
られてます。
advertisement. The man in the black pointed at my pocket. A composed smile Oh wow, he's got sharp eyes. Though even if he hadn't, the flyer was still sticking out my pocket. My protagonist is a klutz. The man in black continued as I forced a smile.
あなた様には
From today
今日からこの屋
onwards,
敷
you
の
will
主と
become
な
the
っていただきたい
master
ので
of
す。
this household. Why do you guys need a master? That's what I'm wondering. What the actual fuck? Exactly, what the actual fuck? So he's not the head of the household. I have no idea what's going on. Exactly.
あいやでも俺は
突然このようなことを言われて
おー
困惑されるのも無理はございません。ですが、
He bowed so
私ど
nicely.
もにはあなた
He
様が
bends over
必要
so
なのです。
nicely. I'm sorry, that came out of pocket. Your bewilderment at the sudden declaration is certainly justified. However, we do need you, sir. Van gave a deep bow. My heart was pounding. This was the first time in my life I'd ever had someone tell me they needed me, let alone obediently bow their head like that. What the fuck? I like the composition of this shot. There's a wall between them too. Like, it's
この
something.
先、あなた様に危
I
害
swear
が
that
及ぶ
no
ような
harm
こ
will
とはない
befall
と
you,
誓い
sir.
ます。
So
どうか
please. If I don't do something, my luck's never gonna change. If I just leave now, what am I gonna do next
信
month?
じますちゃんと詳しい
I trust
話
you.
聞かせてくださ
Just
い
can you fill me in on the details, please? Yes, exactly. This is a rare opportunity you could probably
仰
work
せの
with.
通りに
Would you say yes if you suddenly were offered to become a master? I'm tempted. Oh, what? There's an anime intro. Oh my god, that's a creative way to show off your sprites. Oh, draw twinks, great. This is where I'll experience twink death. Help! 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 I mean, this is still allowed. It's not showing the privates, but it's a little something. Help! 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 Huh! There's so many. Okay, okay, okay. Okay, okay. I'll never let you go. God, this is so 2000s. Oh, they're all in aprons. Oh, okay, 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 okay. Okay, I'm cutting out a lot of this. I'm blurring out a lot of this. This is going nowhere. Nope, 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 nope. This is gonna be ducked. Everything is gonna be ducked from that point on. Help. Help. Wow, that was great. Holy shit. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. The gate closed with a deep metal clanking. Well, no turning back now. Did I just walk through the gates of heaven or the gates of hell? It's up to you. This is a hell of your own making. Like Returnal. I want to play Returnal. It's such a nice game. I read the lore, but I don't care. I got spoiled, but I don't care. I'm gonna play it. A sprawling yard stood between the gate and the door to the house. There was a pair of massive trees, pines shaped almost like dragons. They seemed to almost be guarding the gates of the castle. What are they going to make me do here? The tension seemed to almost connect to my parched throat.
ご主人様
Master? Hold on, This is very me-coded, you know? I realize this character is very coded like me. I let out a shriek, caught off guard by his sudden address. You mean me? What up? Are you sure about that?
申し遅れました私執事の佐久間恭
Yoshi
一と申しま
Sakuma,
す
your butler.
どうぞよろしくお願いいたします
Sakuma-san. Kyoji-sama? Did you just say something weird like it was nothing? Butler? Oh, I got it. He's dressed like he's going to party because he's a butler. Way to go, dumbass. Butler? You only see those in manga and video games. Nah, they happen in real life, dude. Aren't butlers supposed to be crotchety old men who wear monocles? What kind of manga are you reading, you dumbass? Sorry, I'm a little, like, skeptical.
執事なんですか
Damn right he did. I felt stupid for asking the question, but I didn't know what else to say. Hold on, let me bite a cake. I have cake. Oh. Oishii.
はいご主人様の身の回りのお世話をすることが私どもの役目でございますご主人様にはこれから一月こちらの屋敷で過ごしていただきますので
He keeps saying all these ridiculous things with a cool smile on his face. It's not that hard to figure out, kid. Month-long stay? Read the ad. I took the comic book flyer and read it over again. It definitely does say 1 month's position that you can sit around and do nothing. I didn't think I'd be confined here. He watched me silently as my face cycled through several absurd expressions. I would have been more grateful if he'd said something. I have to clarify that point.
俺ここから出ら
Yes, come and go as you please. We have no intention of infringing upon our master's freedom. That's so nice. I thought it was going to be locked up and used as a guinea pig for drug testing. I wouldn't mind locking this one up. Could this be some insanely cushy job after all? Here it comes! What's the catch? Oh wow. I could have gone on for ages if I'd gotten going on a paranoid train of thought, but that all felt pointless now. That's just how innocent this word sounded to me. There was one thing I just couldn't comprehend. Why is he calling me of all people master? Is it for training? The owner of this estate is Lord Hajime Kamishiro. He is elsewhere occupied and seldom spends time at the estate. We endeavor to ensure that Kamishiro can relax in the utmost comfort when he returns and leave with peace of mind. He left us an order when he departed. What was that order? We butlers were to continue to perform our duties as butlers, so they needed a master. This Kamishiro dude sounds like an awful boss. Why can't the butlers take a break if he's gonna be gone that long? Oh no, quite the opposite. I very much doubt you would rejoice upon returning from a hard day's work to find your precious home in disarray. Simply caring for the estate would not sufficiently fulfill the orders for us butlers to continue performing as butlers. You don't have to take it like that, I guess. I don't know. We'd be caretakers, not butlers. Butlers, you see, must serve a master. He's a real pro. This is a professional butler theory. His tone was soft, but in his words I could feel his determination. But still, that is correct. Why this flyer campaign? That is correct. But how do you decide who gets the job? Our master is the first person to arrive. Oh! The one who took the calling, which is me. That is weird. Very weird. I don't know. I kind of dig it. Yeah. Imagine all the stuff I could do as master. First come, first serve. What the fuck? So it's a non-issue, but I've got to ask, what would you have done if no one came? But you did come, master. Let's think in theory. What if I tried to steal valuables from the estate? Oh my god, what a romantic exploit. Did you not just say that you would trust in me, master? Thus, in turn, we must trust you. He didn't deny it, so this place must be full of expensive stuff. I'm not in such dire straits to actually do anything like that, though. I'll walk out of here with a massive wad of cash at the end of the month without resorting to criminal activity anyway. Alright, that's the most important thing to confirm. It's pretty tacky, makes me sound greedy, but it's a matter of life and death. Yes, that was not a mistake? No! A part and parcel of a butler's duties. If you do have a request, you need only ask. Master, please don't trouble yourself to thank us or ask please when speaking. You humbled me by doing so. No, then I shall thank you more. Oh, it makes you nervous? Makes you shy? Oh, then baby boy, you don't know me. E? If that makes you shy, I'm gonna thank you so hard. I'm gonna thank you so hard. You're gonna be a good boy. You're gonna be a good boy. I'm gonna thank you so hard. You're gonna be squirming and begging. Yamete kudasai. Just kidding. But yeah. Well, my humble apologies for taking up so much of your time. I shall show you to your room. Alright. Oh! It was practically another dimension on the other side of the door. Based on the exterior, I imagine a pink or white painted Occidental palace, but it had an air of solemn dignity that was decidedly absent from the fairy tale image. I was almost expecting the cliche red carpet to be eye-searing and extensive use of wood throughout the interior seemed almost excessive. Somehow it wasn't gaudy at all. It had just the right balance, giving the place a high-class feel. The sober atmosphere was also quite comforting. Even as a layperson, I could tell that this was a building with a lot of history behind it. It was giving me goosebumps. I felt almost like I'd walked in through a portal into the past. This place seems ancient. Indeed it is. I am told that this building was constructed during the Meiji period. Oh yeah, when Japan was weeaboo for Europe. Can't believe I'm gonna be staying in a place like this. I am honored that it pleases you. Let's save the discussions. I didn't really mean anything by it, but my comment made Sakuma smile with profound joy. Master, your room is on the second floor. Please, follow me. Please, follow me. Sakuma led the way in such a polished manner that I think the only way I could describe it was graceful. I guess you could say he doesn't miss a step, and he hardly made a sound as he walked. Is he really a ninja or something? I entertained outlandish thoughts as I followed him. We arrived at the bedroom. It looked like it was more than twice the size of my entire apartment. The way the room was furnished without any unnecessary furniture or clutter sort of reminded me of the fancy hotels I'd see in magazines. The obviously well-used desk made it clear that someone actually lived there, though. Could this room belong to the owner, Mr. Kamishiro? Should I really be using it? I'm a little hesitant, but he brought me here. And if I'm supposed to be the master, this is where I should be, right? It's not like I'm gonna get another chance to be pampered like this again. I made myself at home and took a seat on the couch. Butlers are all trained as spies, right? Huh? You got knives hidden in your suit and stuff, and you assassinate people on your master's orders, that sort of thing? Or maybe you got an IQ of 300 and can solve any problem? Master, you're sounding like a dumbass. You think you're letting me down? I do not possess any such abilities, yet my most humble apologies for failing to meet your expectation. Sakuma, no, don't cry. Don't cry. Here, I'll give you a kiss. Oh, fuck, wrong. I'll give you a kiss. Mwah. Actually, if I control Z now. There we go. Thanks. I was worried I messed up the portions. I can't believe you're apologizing to me so seriously. I heard to set him straight. I was just kidding. You guys haven't watched TV, huh? Had I been unable to comply with even a single wish of yours, I would have no option but to resign. That is excessive. That is excessive. I don't think I can handle the kind of responsibility, but... That's taking it a bit far. I decided it was probably a bad idea to joke around with Sakuma. While we may not have an assassin per se, we do have an employee trained in martial arts. He's very strong. Oh, can he choke me? Sorry, that was an afterthought. You're still hung up on that. That reminds me, this place is so huge that I can't imagine Sakuma manages it by himself. But I haven't run into anyone else yet. They're at their respective stations, attending to their duties. No big deal, I just wanted to see the rest of the mansion and thought you would introduce me, as long as I won't be getting in their way. Perhaps it would be best for you to walk about your own. Oh, me walk around? Alright. I expected to tell me not to wander off on my own, so the suggestion took me a bit by surprise. So I can familiarize myself. I don't know if I'm comfortable walking around, not even knowing left from right. Did he just read my face? I wonder what's in the backyard. I guess it doesn't really matter where I start the tour. Well, since he recommended it, I might as well head over there. I headed outside to look for the garden. Guess I should run into it eventually if I follow the outside of the mansion. I passed the dragon pine trees and turned the corner of the house. Do I see something hot? Sweaty? Muscly? Please? Please? What laid before me was a beautiful sprawling garden that looked like it came right out of a painting. Oh! Hold on, let's have a look. Ah! Oh! I never would have imagined it from the austere front yard. It was a colorful flower garden. Everywhere I looked, an unbelievable spectacle of brilliant color filled my eyes. It's beautiful. The words spilled out of my mouth like a sigh. The only flower names I can remember are dandelions and tulip, but even I can appreciate truly beautiful things. Sakuma was right to suggest this for my first stop. The scent of the flowers was relaxing. The fragrance, which was much brighter and more complex than what you'd experience in front of a flower shop, got stronger the further I moved into the garden. You could totally charge people to visit this place. Just as I was about to enjoy my stroll, I noticed a black figure fumbling about the other side of a flower bed. Is someone over there? I timidly approached. Sure enough, the black figure turned out to be someone in a black suit. Oh my god, it's a droopy man. Hello, droopy man. Whoever it was had noticed me before I even opened my mouth and now was looking up. I'm startled. I'm the sleepy boy. I'm the sleepy soft boy. I'm the one who startled. The person picking flowers had such a slight frame I could hardly believe he was a man. Were you told about me already? Master, you're a butler too? Yes, Toya Ichinose Toya-san. Nice to meet you. He had a very unique way of speaking. His face was totally deadpan too. He looks about my age, so I'd kind of like to know him better. Though I think matching his tempo would be a tall order. I guess only weirdos become butler. Oh, you don't have to say it like that. Crazy. How old are you? I'm 21. 20. 20. I hope we get along. Capri. What? Capricorn. Oh god, you're not a zodiac girly, are you? Please no. Why? Without another word, Ichinose went back to silently gathering flowers. I guess you just click or you don't. The gap between us is just too massive. I had a strange thought when I looked at the flowers Ichinose was gathering. Whether this was a hobby or for work, those flowers looked way too plain to be put in a vase. Are those for decoration? Just as I thought he was gonna give me a bitchy look for disturbing, he replied obediently. No, they're not. Give more words. What are they for? Eating and drinking. Chamomile? Even I should have known that. They're not decorative flowers, but herbs for cooking. You take care of this garden by yourself. Yes, I made this garden. You made the whole garden? There's just no way that's possible. Does he really expect me to believe he could have created this blossoming garden all by himself? There used to be nothing but grass here. It looks sad. So, Ichinose. Whether he really built it or not, even if it's just maintaining it by himself, that's impressive enough. That's amazing. Yeah, flower fairy. He's a fairy, alright. Thank you, Master. He smiled. I was just trying to make a joke. Flower fairy wasn't that bad of a description for him after all. As I found myself in trance, Ichinose got up without a word and started to leave. I'm not expecting normal human interaction at this point from this guy, but talk about taking things to an extreme. It's almost endearing. Deliver. Okay. I'm going to deliver these herbs I just picked to someone who wants them. That someone is the person I haven't met yet. I must well tag along. I'm gonna follow. Trying to catch up with Ichinose and found myself in a room filled with another nice smell. It's a kitchen, but so big and equipment so fancy that it seems like a more professional one. The person Ichinose must have been delivering those herbs to was standing in front of a gas stove. The source of the delicious smell seems to be the pot. Sage. Oh. Oh, hello, new face. Ha! Would Who wouldn't have jumped at such a sudden outburst? I thought my heart was gonna stop. You're a master. Okay, we got a more normal person here. Spirited. Okay, never mind about the normal. But length's the game. Call me Mine or Rio or whatever. I'm sure glad you're a cutie. Normally I'd be put off by the aggressive overfamiliarity of his Kansai accent. It's not that bad. But I was actually relieved to finally encounter a normal person. Get along now, thankies. Komine enthusiastically urged Ichinose off the kitchen. It's not like Ichinose would have talked anyway, but I guess he must have not have time to chat. I was alone in the kitchen with Komine. You feeling excited yet? Oh, thanks for teaching. Wow, he's a talker. The master is here, go greet him, take his order for dinner, yada yada yada. He is quite fussy, I'll admit. I wasn't paying any attention. Oh! I saved. But he just kept talking. Komine's cheerful personality kept it from getting uncomfortable. Man, you're surprised, don't you agree? Why would you want to eat normal stuff on your honeymoon? I don't care what that stick in the mud says, I ain't having it. It's not that bad, although it can be quite fast, so you're gonna be caught off guard. Yeah, if he'd asked me what I wanted, I'd have asked for sushi or steak or something boring. My palate isn't particularly refined, and I wouldn't want to embarrass myself by bullshitting something on the spot. Seems kind of like he's screwing with me, but he's got my best interest at heart.
まあそないは言うてもリクエストあるなら聞きますぜ。俺にできるもんやったら何でもお作りしますさかいに。
You'll make me anything, huh? Make me kill. Never mind. I'll like some of your clam chowder.
じゃあずっと夢だったことがあるんだけど。
You've always dreamed of this? What do you want?
お、なんや、前振り来た。
丸いケーキを
Oh,
そのま
okay.
ま丸ごと食べてみたい。
Do we have to laugh that hard? I know that's a childish
ええ
request.
わ、かわええわ。
You're so adorable.
せや
Me?
な、
Adorable?
ケーキっちゅったら
Oh, no.
丸いの言っとかなあかんわな。その方がケーキだけにケーキもええっちゅうねんな。さすがご主人様やで。うまいこと言うわ。
You're trying way too hard. It really pisses me off when people try to make fun of
う
me.
るさいな。何でもいいって言うから答えたのに。本当
Are
に
you really a
羊かよ。
butler?
羊やで。
I am
仕事
so
は国
butler,
産的
dude.
なことばっかやっと
I
るけ
mean,
ど。
I spend most
ほ
of my
ら
time in
見
the
や、
kitchen, but
蝶
look,
ネク
I've
タイ
got
つ
a
けて
bow
シ
tie
ュ
and
ッとした
everything.
この姿
I'm a super
物ごっ
sexy
ついイケ
butler.
て。
ああもう分かったって。
もう怒らんといてや。デザートのワンホールケーキは腕によりかけて作ったるからな。あ、
A
ホ
hole
ール
in
インワ
one.
ンダーちゃうで。めっちゃ似とるけど。
No, they don't. It's too stupid to even justify a response. Wait.
マジで
You
作っ
make
て
it
くれ
for...
んの？
Yeah.
マジもマジ、大マジ
I'm
やで。
dead serious.
お
It'll
もろ
be
いだ
fun,
けとちゃう
right?
ねん
I
で。
am your butler. Would you guys like a butler like this? I kind of prefer someone slightly less nonsense, but I dig him. I dig him. It's the himbo. It's the himbo. Okay, it's the himbo.
ほんでご主人、お名前はなんていうの？
俺前田智明。
じゃあ、ともちゃんでええな。
Why do you call me Tommy?
いいわけないでしょう。
Absolutely not. Thanks for stepping in. Honestly, I could use a bestie. I just don't know if Tommy's a good name for it.
いや、佐久間。
When did Sakuma get here? I didn't notice him at all. He really is a ninja butler.
あなた、ご主人様に何という言葉遣いをしているんですか。失礼が過ぎます。
Oh my god.
ご主人様、ご無礼をお許しください。
すんまへん。
Thomason.
小峰、
申し訳ございませんでした。
We don't seem to get along too
ってい
well.
うか佐久間さん、何しに来はったんですか？ちゃんと仕事して。
廊下にまで耳
I
障
could
り
hear
の
a
声が
grating
響いて
voice
きま
from
した
the
の
hall. Your ill-bred mannerisms
あなた
might
の
rub
綺
off
麗な
on
物
others,
言
so
いは
perhaps you should make an
他の
effort
者
to
へ
keep
の
your
悪
mouth
影響
shut.
に。
あ、なんやと。
Oh my god, get along, you two. You could cut the tension with a knife. They might just be screwing around, and I could imagine Sakuma starting a brawl, but I was caught in the middle and wanted to do something. Do I dare butt in?
俺そろそろ出てくよ。やっぱり厨房は暑いね。佐久間さん、俺上着置きに。
あ、気が利かず申し訳ありません。参りましょう、ご主人様。
Looks like we saved his ass. Nice to get along. Sakuma was following me. I'd taken the lead just as an excuse to separate the two of them, but you know, it doesn't feel half bad to have someone following you like this. You can help standing up straighter. Since all the doors on the second floor look pretty much the same, I was at another loss as to which room was mine. Yes, there's one drawback to such a uniform and composed interior design. When I glanced down the long hall, of course it was lined even more of the same doors. I know that it had a bit of friendly controls, I don't know if I can rewind. It doesn't follow that one, alright. There's just something strange about missing a line of similar objects. The atmosphere in the house was already pretty unusual. It was hard to... It's liminal space, dude. Liminal space. He studied it. Something strange, even stranger appeared. Not even Sakuma could hide his surprise. Yeah, see, this totally isn't normal, even for this place. A heavenly ornamented dresser teetered its way over to us. Huh? It's a dresser, a walking dresser. Oh! Oh! Ooh, you must be the muscle man. He's kinda hot. He is hot. Look, I have a weakness. Obviously, furniture wouldn't be moving on its own. A person doing it, nothing weird about that. Though, could one person really carry that dresser alone?
ご主人様っすか。
まあそういうこと
Something
に
like
なる
that,
み
I
たいだけ
guess.
自分こんな姿で申し訳ありません。ご挨拶を。
You could
ど
hold
う
me.
すれば。
What should you do? You should hold me. But still collecting the dresser, he was probably trying to treat me with a bow, but he couldn't do it without dropping the huge piece of
とりあえ
furniture.
ずそれを床に置けばいいと思う
Just set it down for now.
申し訳ないっす。申し訳ないっす。
He just apologized and didn't even try to put the dresser down. This macho man. This macho man. Would have put it down. He must have been in much better shape than me, was in a total panic. I had no idea what to do. One wrong move and I could be crushed.
東堂、あなた一体何をやっているんですか？
家具を運んでいたであります。
Why are you moving furniture?
それは見ればわかります。私が聞きたいのは、なぜ今それをするのかということです。まずは持っているものを置い
Takuma,
て
don't say
落
he's
ち着き
being
なさい
rude. It's just funny. I guess this Todo guy calmed down enough to put the dresser down as he was told. The floor shook with a thud. Can't believe someone could carry something that heavy. He was now fully visible and I feel keenly aware of the heft of his body. I'll be honest, I don't see it. He looked like he was almost 6 feet tall and was so muscular, it looked like his button-down shirt could burst any moment. I wanna say this properly. Bitch, where? Where's the bursting? I don't see the bursting. Look at this. This is flat edge. This is frumpy. His outfit is frumpy. Where is the bursting? I need the bursting, but it's not happening. Sorry, I had a moment. Takuma had mentioned that there was a butler trained in martial arts. This must be
お
Todo.
初にお目にかかります。東堂と申します。
He had a voice to match his huge body, too.
もしかして君も執事なの
うっす。頑張りますので、よろしくお願いします。
Thank you for serving me. He's a butler too, they're all so unique, at least I'll never be bored. Wow.
佐久間さん。
Todo shrank when Sakuma cleared his throat. He's more timid than he looks. That reaction was understandable in the face of Sakuma's silent glare. It's almost like his cold eyes flashed behind the glasses in the middle of his otherwise gentle face. I felt overwhelmed myself.
そのチェストは奥の物置部屋にあったものですね。
Why was it being taken out?
なぜ持ち出したのですか？
新しいご主人様の趣味によっては部屋のインテリアを変えるかもしれないって佐久間さん言ってたっす。小さいものなら物置に片付けてすぐ模様替えできるって。それで窓からご主人様っぽい人が来たのが見えて、自分すぐ物置確認しに行
Oh,
ったっす。
masterly from the window? Do I look
で
masterly?
もこのタンスどかさないと何も入らなそうだったんだ。急いで外の物置に移そうと思って。
確かにそのようなことを言いましたね。言いました。けれどご主人様への挨拶より
Sakuma,
先
how
に
was
すべき
anybody
こと
supposed
で
to
はあり
greet
ませ
me
ん。
if something's in the way? Calm down.
すいませんでした。
It was just like with Famine. He's the leader of the butlers or something, though he had an almost parental feel about him
配
too.
慮して行動なさい。模様替えをするとしても即日実行はいたしません。ご主人様はご到着したばかりなのにご休憩なさるお部屋を使わせないつもりで
Fair
すか？
point.
ああ、そうっすよね。自分
Got a little excited. Toto whispered like he regretted it from the bottom of his heart. He looked like a child being scolded. Oh no, don't worry, I'll take care of you. As long as you take care of me. His heart was in the right place, but he wasn't doing it for just anyone. He was doing it for me. Me! It's hard not to want to defend him.
いや俺は気にしてないよ気持ちはすっごくありがたいし
I appreciate the thought.
ご主人様、
Uh-huh.
ありがとうございます。
You're welcome.
ありがとうございます。お優しいのですね。
The way I could completely change the mood in a single word was a little embarrassing. Guess I'm not used to being treated like this yet.
でも模様替えは必要ないよあの部屋超おしゃれだしもったいないって
It's already fashionable.
そうです
Are
か。
you sure?
ご主人様のご寛大なお心に感謝いたします。とりあえずこんな大きなものを廊下に置かれては
Would it impede foot traffic?
通行の邪魔で
There's
す
a
ね。
lot. The only way it would
元に
impede
戻
is
して
if
お
it
きま
was
す。
at the door.
了解っす。
Tondo bowed, picked up the dresser with ease, and then headed down the hall, not faltering one bit. Guess his strength must be limitless.
お騒がせして申し訳ございません。
じゃあさ、
It was sort of my fault. I'll clean it up. This is my house
俺が
now,
そうで
right?
す。
ダメです。絶
Not
対
a
ダメです。
Not a chance. That sounds like a twink. Twink senses. Tingling.
Go-
Shit, called it. Called it. I sensed twink. Sorry. He popped out of nowhere and I instinctively apologized. When I took another look, he wasn't wearing a bow tie like Sakuma and the others. He was wearing a cute, boyish uniform with a ribbon. For some reason, his fluffy hair reminded me of Pomeranians. He had a cleaning implements with him. I guess he's another state servant. You are... Arisato Ayato. Kamisato. Sorry, I'm training to be a butler. Pleased to meet you. He was more than young, more like childish even, isn't he? I'm sure he's legal. Shouldn't be in school. Yeah, he's a college twink. He's 18 years old, at least. He's a college twink. I hate how they how it looks younger, I guess. I'm old enough to get a license or even get married. Uh-huh. Barely legal. Barely legal. You're so mean. I'm 20. Was it right to say it was a twink census or is it bottom census? You might want to address our master better, you know? Ochoji-sama. All the enthusiasm drained out of him, like how a dog looks when drooping its ears. Yeah, he's very puppy. I guess he's a frank, simple, good kid, the type likely to get taken advantage of. But yeah, I should have expected that spill. Even though it seemed like it was happening in slow motion, I just froze. I'm sure there was no acid on that, it was just water. Cold hit my face. It was wet and smelled faintly of dust. Oh my god, this is gonna be a thing, isn't it? Well, thanks for the welcome. The dust cloth. The thing on my head right now is undoubtedly a dust cloth. How awful! I just changed the water, it's not dirty. That's not the problem. It'll be fine. Since I technically live here, I can easily change clothes and take a bath. No problem. Gomenasai, gomenasai, gomenasai. And the water really didn't look dirty. I'm not OCD, so I would have been content just to wipe myself off. Just show me the bathroom, dude. I can clean up. If I am gonna live here, you guys probably have some good utilities. It's not a big deal, I'm just a little wet. And you look drenched from the graphic, dude. Give him a head pat, reassure him. Head pats fix everything. When did you get a jacket that's water repellent? You look very kind. Hold up, I got the wrong eyeballs. I forgot the frown emote that I had. Okay, I don't have the frown emote, I'm sorry. If you want to become a fine butler, you gotta keep your cool in front of your master, okay? I was like talking to a little kid. I guess his mental age matched his outer appearance. I'll clean it up. Arisato hung his head as he passed Sakuma, who was on his way back with a towel as he ran off. Don't worry about it. Gently rubbed against my head. It was doing a good job of soaking up the water. I was planning on taking off my jacket anyhow, so it wasn't really an issue. You're just walking on eggshells around me. If they were as tactless as Komine, that'd be a problem too. Yep. Oh wow, it's spruced up. I took off my jacket, put on the clothes, and put it in the closet before returning to the hall. I think we've officially met everybody. Would you care to meet one last person? Oh! Neighboring room? Is he asleep? Mizoguchi? What the? The dude has a computer and everything. The person who came out was a friendly older man who looked decidedly butlery. He's old, an old man now. This is what I'm talking about when I think of butler. Might you be the person who responded to the flyer? Please do come in. You may leave now, Sakuma. Huh? I guess he's the original requester. He must be the most senior butler here. If this turns out to be some kind of conspiracy, this old man would be the most suspicious of all. The dude has a... That's a pretty modern computer system. Look at that flat screen. That's a flat screen monitor. Mizoguchi, huh? Maybe it was his droopy eyes or his constant warm smile that made me forget about the conspiracy theories. How much Sakuma told me? What do you mean? 30,000 yen. I'll be standing in as master for Mr. Kamishiro for a month. Food and transport is included free of charge, and I can come and go as I please. Is there more that only you could share? Really? Wait. Is that it? Oh no, that's it? No horror. No, don't bring harm to yourself. Okay. Oh, okay. He said something like that too. Is living with them really all I have to do? You will not be paid on a daily basis. A lump sum on your last day. Can I handle things like my rent first? That would help. I have some cash on hand and I won't have to spend any money if I stay on the estate, so it shouldn't be a problem. 3 p.m. on the 30th. Okay. That works. 3 o'clock on the 30th. Should be easy to remember. Oh, contract. Handed me a blank form on a clipboard. Well, I say form, but only spaces were for my name and birth date. I didn't ask for any other info, and there was no signature line, so it didn't look like any sort of legal contract. Huh? No, not a contract? We do not employ anyone without knowing at least their age and the spelling of their name. That's the bare minimum of information we could ask for. So long as we know your birthday, we could throw a bit of a party. If you find that displeasing, feel free to leave it blank. I filled my name and birth date and handed it back to him. Mr. Mizoguchi took one last glance at it, said thank you, and placed it back on the important-looking desk. You are a young man, so I thought I might treat you as heir to the estate. The act is important, after all. Would you prefer young sir instead? That sounds odd. Call me whatever you like. Feels like it's foreboding. He's got an unusually good sense of humor for an old guy. He's more normal than the others. He did not take me with him. I'm guessing the Lord is Mr. Kamishiro, the owner of the estate. He must be pretty arrogant to run off overseas, leaving his butlers with such an incomprehensible job. Support, they say. Alright. What kind of support? I hope this month goes well. Me too, I guess. You make it sound so mysterious. Like I'm in Yumi Neko. It's almost like he's got all the good points of the other butlers, but none of the flaws. Everyone must look up to him. I've been entrusted with a letter for you from the Lord. Wow, really? So he set up everything, even this? I thought the butlers had to come up with something for the master thing, but guess not. It was his idea. The advertisement was your idea. Okay. This is such a weird way to set this up. I could inspect it here. I feel like I want him to know. Yeah, exactly. It wasn't going well. Mr. Mizoguchi couldn't let that stand, so he opened it for me with a letter opener. The letter was written on pure white paper in cursive handwriting, almost like it was done with a quill pen. Cursive? Is this English? Diebe. Oh great, it's Deutsche. Why is the master of Deutsche? Oh right, the Meiji period. Of Deutsche. Ich hoffe ich... Okay, I can probably read this. Ich hoffe ich belastige dich nicht. Ich German. Someone translate it, please. I think it's German. Handed the letter back to him. He looked like a deer in headlights for a moment. Well, shit. The Lord is so clever. He has given me my first job. I guess I will be useful to you after all. Could you translate it for me? Oh. Translating this letter is my job. He prepared a test for Mr. Mizoguchi to use on whoever came in to find out how I'd use the butlers as their master. If some amazing person who could read it came, they'd be perfectly suited to the job. I hate that pretentious shit. Please think of this house as your own. Would I appreciate his pace? I'd have to sit down at somewhere less oppressive first. I'm in a cafe. So I get laissez-faire over the estate. That's kind of freaky. What happened here? That's horrifying. Do with them as I wish? That's horrifying to think about. I don't know if I could. For example, even if you were to demolish the mansion, so long as it was the course of action you saw best fit, I would have no objections. That is wild.
Hi.
You're not even translating that literally? That is crazy. Is he mental? No, this is a covenant. He's saying, trust me. I'm staking my entire fortune on this. Why does he need to go to such lengths to employ a stranger? Because what is Mr. Kamishiro trying to accomplish with such an elaborate babe? Even with such a massive fortune, I can't imagine any normal person caught in this scheme would try holding it for ransom. Is his fortune the butlers themselves? Holy crap. Does he not want to give them even a moment's privacy to protect the virtue of their service? That's pretty insane. This might be a scheme against the butlers, though. There's no proof that Kamishiro is actually out of the country. I'm in an unfamiliar place with unfamiliar people, in a dreamlike mansion, being waited on by butlers, while these intensely unreal things keep distracting me. It's way too early to abandon caution. Given the circumstances, Sakuma's smiling face, Komine's overfamiliarity, Ichino's melancholy, even Arisato's innocence were all vaguely terrifying. Todo's physical strength goes without saying. I'd already braced myself for danger, so as a man, I couldn't exactly make a run for it now, but I've really got to break this tension. There's more? If Captain be the elderly, I hope you'll take care of your health. Should you be a woman, I hope you polish your beauty all the more. If I was a man, what the fuck? The fuck if I was a man? Indulgent extravagance beyond my wildest dreams. Should you be a student, I hope you will not neglect your studies. That's crazy. More than both of us. That's crazy. Talk about purple prose. Well, whatever. If that's what he's into, I guess I'll play along until I figure this out. Of course he puts that at the last end. What the fuck?
それをドイツ語で書いてどう
What's
す
the
ん
point of
だ
writing that part in German?
この手紙の内容は後で下の者たちにも伝えておき
Please
ド
do.
イツ語は溝口さんに聞けって
If Doisha comes up, he's the one to call.
坊ちゃまが
Have
人
complete
事から
authority
何
over
ま
any
で
and all
全
personnel.
権を掌握
As
してい
they're all
るという
troublemakers, they
こ
will
と
do
で
them
す
a
よ
world of good if you train them with relentless orders.
問題児ばかりなの
In a
で
way, it is trying to train them. So he's hoping it's the most absurd person out there, which is me. Guys, I don't like having this much power. I would do crazy shit. I already went fishing. I already went fishing. I already went fishing. The amount of power I would utilize that.
溝口さんは
He's like,
年寄りなんですから
please go easy on me.
お手柔らかに願います
I'll be honest. I would. I would. I would.
すごいいいな
Isn't that convenient?
ご主人様、
Dinner's
お
ready.
食事の支度はでき
Dinner for me, but once I remembered the smell in the kitchen, it was too late. The stomach's already growling. I've been in such a mess since I got fired. I can't remember the last proper meal I had. I had to eat my fill of something that isn't a staff meal for the first time in ages. What if they're trying to poison me? Oh my god, are you really gonna think that? May have been watching too much TV. Just to be sure, I should make someone taste it first. I headed straight to the dining room table. I based my expectations of the dining room on the size of the kitchen. But I severely underestimated it. First phrase that came to mind was the Last Supper.
おともちゃんご主人様こちらのお席へどうぞ
Switch tones real quick.
執事も一緒に食べるの
Are you going to eat with me?
そんな
Of course
恐れ
does
多い
not. We take our meals in the kitchen
我
or
々
in
の
our
食事
personal
はそれぞ
quarters.
れ厨房か自室でと
ここで全員一緒に食べようよえ
Eh? Even communists
ほら
take it back.
みんな呼んでこれは命令
I figured since it was my first day, I must well treat it like a welcome party and called all the staff together. They were laid out on the table. We were dining family style. It was already starting to feel like dinner, but I was determined that it wouldn't be my last. If everyone's eating food, they can't drug it, right? A terrine? How the fuck do you know what a terrine is but not a proper butler? Beef stew? There are flowers in the salad. You can eat flowers? Yeah, you could. Try living in a survival situation. He just ended up eating without having people do the taste test.
おかわり。あとそれとそれも。
ご主人様、ほんまうまそうに食いますね。ものごっつ嬉しいですわ。
He's super glad.
実際うまいっすもん
So
ね。
tasty.
東堂さん盛りすぎです。それ何皿目ですか？
おかわり。
More, please.
皆さんお静かに。ご主人様が落ち着いてお食事できないでしょ。
Please.
何言うとるんですか。ご主人様の歓迎会なんやから、ここはパーッと楽しゅう行かなあかんとこでしょ。
いいよ。今回は
We got
成
fun
功で
drinks。for tonight, exactly.
さすが坊ちゃま。
I would like seconds as well.
私も。
Mizuguchi, I'm glad you're here.
小峰さんのご飯はいつもほんと。
今日はお皿別々じゃないんだから遠
Show
慮して
some
ください
restraint.
よ。
You'll eat the master's
ご主人
portion
様の
too.
分なくなっちゃう。
ああ、もうほんま料理に妙理につきますわ。涙で前も見えへんちゅうか。あ、アリサとフォーク落ちたで今。
You got your
お
fire.
かわり。
More, please. This is such a nice dinner. And the finale, of course, the whole cake I've been promised.
赤い果実のロゼシャンパン。
Mousse
ジュレ
blanc
寄せ
with red berries
ムー
and
ス
rose
ブランシュ。
champagne with jelly. This is nice. But now the real test comes, I guess. All the suspicion just vanished from my mind, but it was so good. Yeah, you could have died. But you had fun. You lived a good life. Not a long one, but a good one. I thought about Mr. Kamishiro as I dozed off. Guess I'll do what you want, act as master, indulge in every extravagance. You're risking your fortune on this after all. I have neither money nor status, so what do I have to wager? If I were to fire the butlers or destroy the mansion, I have no way to pay for it, so I guess the worst case, he would try to kill me. I guess I'm wagering my life then. Let's go with that. I'm sure this excitement will transform me. I may have nothing to gain and may have nothing to lose, but let's make this a game to remember. Blinding light, that must be the morning. Well, this is a good way to drop off. Thanks everybody for joining me. I'm gonna be excited to toy with these boys. That sounds weird, but you know, that's the thing that's being plotted on. TheCaliMack is signing out. Thanks again for joining me. This is gonna be fun to edit. Mostly that intro. Holy shit, that intro song was wild. Anyway, ciao. Bye for now. And boop. Hey guys, before we wrap up, let's give thanks to everybody who supported us thus far. Sebastian, Victor, HCC, Anthony, Janvan, S, Null, Gamer Oz, Zax, Rocky, Pandora, Giovanni Green, Austin Pomper, Michael Norton, OK Pingu, Curtis Topper, Dominic Ruiz, Elizena, Russell, Ryder Evans, Tipper Broski, Fomorin, Thomas Good, Thomas Wilcock, and everybody at the end of tiers. Thank you guys so much for the continued support. I am looking forward to experimenting with this year, and I'm hoping that you guys can join me in that, as crazy as it is. Last year has been wild. This year, I'm hoping to make it more successful and more viable, you know? This year, I'm hoping to bring a lot more to the table than I did last year. I want to up the ante for you guys. Anyways, thanks for the continued support. I'll see you guys in the next one. Ciao!